Good morning, students. Now let us continue the topic of alkynes. Now we are under preparation of alkynes. So preparation, this only two methods of preparation will have. First one is from calcium carbide. Here calcium carbide formula is CaC2. This calcium carbide on hydrolysis, that means on reaction with water, produces calcium hydroxide, CaOH taken twice, plus acetylene. This acetylene is the first member of alkyne, that is ethyne, right? Acetylene is very popularly known, or it is also called as ethyne. Acetylene, Lene. You need to know even common names. Okay, so ethyne is IUPAC name. Acetylene is your common name. Ethylene for ethene. Okay. Then first, second method of preparation is from vicinal dihalides. Vicinal dihalides. What are dihalides? Halide means halogens. Halogens are nothing but again fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine are called halogens, right? So here from vicinal dihalide. Vicinal means adjacent. For example, let me take CH2, C, here one halogen, and adjacent carbon, if it is having one more halogen, I call it to be vicinal dihalide. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons only for this. So we write one hydrogen here. Okay. Now, so here what we need to do? We want alkyne. That means from saturated compound I started. Now I need to end up with triple bond, right? That means something should be eliminated from this. Then I will get my unsaturated product, right? You need to always concentrate what you want. I want here preparation of alkyne, I mean a triple bond. So something should be eliminated from here. So dehydrohalogenation, I hope you have heard. Dehydrohalogenation can be done in the presence of alcohol, some base, little base, alcoholic potassium hydroxide, KOH, because base will abstract proton, because this base means OH producing compounds, right? Base means this OH minus producing compounds. This abstract one of the proton from here, and this gives off its electrons to form a pi bond, and Br minus will go off. So on the whole, what is eliminated? Minus actually K, Br, and water is eliminated, because I said no, OH minus will abstract this H plus, right? Therefore water, H2O will become, and this gives electrons to this, and Br minus is eliminated. So this Br minus will go and attack onto this K plus, therefore KBr will go off. So what is the product will form here? Look at this, CH3, as it is I am writing here one substituent is present, and C I am writing here, and here one hydrogen as it is, but whereas this bromine is gone and here formed a double bond. So let me write a double bond here and carbon, and now this hydrogen is gone, only left over 2, one hydrogen, one Br, right? So we have got alkene, right? But now we don't want alkene, we want alkyne, right? So further reaction with still more stronger base like NaNH2, sodamide, right? Sodium, Na, sodium, amide, NaH2, sodamide we call. This is still stronger base than this, because now this has to abstract a proton, NH2 minus and Na plus. I said no, any reagent you have to identify what is the positive charged reactant and what is the agent in that, and what is negative charged one. So NH2 minus is minus, therefore this abstract proton from this carbon. Okay, may I write like this? And it leaves its electrons to form a pi bond like this, and Br will go as Br minus. So what is going to be eliminated here? See here, NH2 taking H, therefore NH3 will go off. NH3 is called ammonia. And now Br minus is forming and Na plus is there. Therefore NaBr will be eliminated. You should know what is eliminated, right? So these are the things which are been eliminated when base is reacted with this. This is also very important, right? Now what is left over? CH3, one carbon with triple bond, right? And here this side one hydrogen is there. Okay, so this side 2 hydrogens was there in the reactant, but first one hydrogen has gone, and second this hydrogen and this Br won't go. Please make a note. From the same carbon, hydrogen Br will not be eliminated. It is easy from next carbon hydrogen and the second carbon bromine. This is called vicinal, right? 1,2 elimination, beta elimination. We said no in alkenes when we discussed, we formed this, right? So from adjacent proton has to be eliminated, and with this carbons bromine has to be eliminated. From the same carbon HBr cannot be eliminated, right? So this is the preparation of your alkynes. That's it. Then coming to the properties. Generally I use it to talk about properties. Only 2 methods of preparation, easy, remember. Those are calcium carbide. This is very important, very famous reaction, even we can do, right? Then even these also elimination products, we know that. Properties. Under that properties, first properties are physical property. I used to tell you. Physical properties means the chemical composition will not change, right? Just like boiling point, melting point and all. And this follows similar to that of alkenes and alkanes. Alkane and alkene I have explained very well about their melting points or boiling points, right? Coming to the physical nature, how they exist. I said no, first 3 members or first 4 members. So here, C till C3 are gases. C3 carbon containing, first 3 members are, may I write 3 members? Not this. First 3 members. So what are that first 3 members? One is ethene, ethyne, propyne, butane. Okay, ethine, propyne, butane, till that are gases. Then next 8 members. Next 8 members are, liquids. Then higher are solids, as everything we discussed in the previous alkanes and alkenes. And coming to the boiling point, they are colorless and odorless and weakly polar in nature. They are weakly polar in nature. But this polarity was not found in alkanes. Canes didn't find, but even alkenes we found little because of having double bond, and even in this because of having triple bond, here also some polarity develops. Polarity means getting positive negative charge onto the atoms due to electronegativity difference. Then their density increases with increasing molar mass, right? Their boiling point, their melting point, I said previously, yes, melting point, density and so on increases with increase in molecular mass. Correct only, no? If larger the mass, it is very difficult to move up, because melting means what? It has to melt, right? So more mass, more will be the melting point, right? That's it. These are the physical properties. Then coming to the chemical properties. What are chemical properties? Properties in which it will change its chemical composition. Our substituent change its chemical composition is called chemical properties, right? So what are these chemical properties? Let us learn fast. One is acidic nature of, we have to learn acidic nature. This is also important for you to know its nature, alkyne's nature, right? Acidic character of alkyne, how they are acidic. What do you mean by acidic? Always remember, acid means proton donor, right? Having basic means it's proton acceptor. I hope you have learned some definitions in previous classes. Acid character, what is acid, what is oxidation, what is reduction. You have to remember those words. Acid means proton donor. So, how it can donate a proton? If it is polar. Just now I said that alkynes are having little polarity, right? So, here how they have identified. See here, our alkyne bond is CH, right? So, this one on reaction, here, reaction with sodium, they found that they have formed monosodium ethanide. Here H, that C, triple bond C, this will be minus and Na plus will be there. And for example, if I take 2 molecules of this, I will get H2. Or else if I take 1 molecule of it, I will get only 1 H, right? But I cannot write 1 H. I will say that half H. That half H, here if it is 1 molecule, then you will be end up with half molecule of hydrogen gas. Half molecule means what? It is not H. You should understand that. For example, if you taken 100 molecules of acetylene and 100 molecules of 100 atoms of sodium, you will get 100 of this but only 50 of this. Like that you have to get, because H2, no, 1H and 1H combined. Therefore, 50 molecules only will be found. That is the meaning of this notation or this stoichiometry writing. Okay, and this indicates that acetylide. I call this one as acetylide or ethanide. I will call monosodium ethanide means we used to say no carbanion, we used to say no like that. If an alkyne carbon having anion, we call as nide, ethanide, propanide, like that. Eth because of having 2 carbons. Sodium first positive charge we have to pronounce, therefore sodium ethanide or sodium acetylide also I can say, because this is acetylene, because this is common name acetylene, therefore I also call monosodium acetylide. Okay, so due to the formation of this, they understood that the triple bonded carbon is more electronegative. Please make a note, it is electronegative. Means, I think inductive effect you might have heard in previous classes. Inductive effect means what? Pulling the electrons towards it. Through covalent bond, pulling the electron towards it. I mean, if the atom takes electron towards it, because a bond is formed with the sharing of 2 electrons. This atom should have 1 electron, this atom should have electron. That is our covalent bond, right? But what this carbon is doing, it is taking electron towards it. Means this proton become delta positive charge and this carbon become delta negative charge. I said still they are in the bond, I should write delta. If they moved, I should write like this charges. No bond, I should write the charges, right? So this we didn't observe for alkanes. If you write alkane, what we will write? No, we never write this one. For example, H you write and C write and CH, whatever. These bonds are equally electronegative. There is no any difference. This will not pull the electron towards it. Therefore, we didn't say that our alkane was polar. No, it is not electronegative. But whereas our alkyne was polar, is polar. Alkane was not polar, but alkyne is polar. Alkene, when compared to these, little intermediate of these two. Okay, I will tell you how also. See here, when alkanes they observed, there is no polarity they observed. Alkenes little polarity observed. Again because of the double bond. It withdraws the electron towards it. But in alkynes, they observed much polarity difference and it loses easily the proton. Therefore, acid, again I said, proton donor is an acid. Therefore, when it is, how it is reacting very fast? Because it is losing proton easily. That means it acting as an acid. Therefore, this has an acidic character. I can't say it is completely acid. I can use as acid. but I can say that acidic character is there. Okay, like HCl, H2SO4. I am not saying that acetylene is an acid. Just I am saying that it is also having acidic character. Okay. See, still this reacts with sodium to form even this proton also removed, it seems. They have identified triple bond sodium. That means again 2 negative charges and 2 positive charges, right? Because sodium takes the positive charge and this carbon is taking the, and what is the name of this they have identified? Because 2 sodiums, so disodium ethanide. Don't worry about this name. Okay, 2 sodium atoms and 2 ions. That's it. Don't worry. So they identified that why this is happening, right? So because they identified something about their hybridization. You know that alkane and alkene comparison and alkyne, right? We have to compare all the 3. Their hybridization. What is the hybridization of alkane? sp3, right? What is alkene? sp2. But what is alkyne? I mean to say alkyne carbon. And if you observe carefully, in all these 3, the peak S character and P character is about 50-50%. That means S character is much more in alkynes than alkenes and alkanes. So if S character is more, means it is more very near to the nucleus, right? So it abstracts the electrons towards it, like that they'll say, and therefore this leads to more acidic in nature or more polar than alkane and alkene, right? So due to this hybridization might be, it is withdrawing the electrons and it is becoming polar than alkene and alkane, right? Therefore polarity order, if I tell, then what I should write? Polarity order CH3, if I take alkane, CH2 alkene, then CH triple bond CH. Who will be more polar? Obviously my triple bonded compound or alkyne is more polar, right? Okay, then if it is in the alkyne, if substituent are present, for example, if I take some substituents, both the side, right? No, CH3. Then if I take one substituent on one side only and no substituent on any other side, that is acetylene, this only. See, when I compare with alkane, kene, kyne is more polar. So leave it. Then in the kyne only, it is not always acetylene I will take. No, I can take some substituents. So what is the effect of the substituents? It is said that if more substituents, I mean electron donating substituents, these alkyl groups are electron donating. If it donates the electron, this negative charge will be destabilized, right? The negative charge will be destabilized if electron donation is there. Therefore, it won't stable. Therefore, it won't be more basic. It won't something to pull out because it's already electron rich. So if it takes the electron, then it will be stable. It is already electron rich and you are giving some more electron. No, it is not stable. See, if already you are ate full, and if somebody gives you food, how you will feel? No, not comfortable, right? But if you are hungry and somebody is giving food, is good, right? Or else if you have more food and somebody taking food is good, comfortable, right? So in this way, if more electron donating groups are present, acidity decreases, right? Please make a note. If acetylene only more polar than substituted, alkyl substituted, this will be more polar, right? Okay, this is about acidic character. Then coming to the addition reaction, only 2 reactions we have. One is acidic character and the other is addition reactions. Addition reactions are exactly similar to that of your alkenes. Alkenes, how we have written addition reaction, that is exactly similar. Therefore, I won't give you much mechanism here. I will directly write some reactions. Of course, you will understand because exactly similar to that of your alkenes. Okay. Okay. So first acidic character and second is addition reaction. But in addition reaction, many what are adding we will take. First, addition of, in this number 1, addition of, may I write in short like this, addition of dihydrogen, or may I write H2 gas, right? H2 addition, you know, H, for example, let me take ethyne, and if it is taking in the presence of, okay, let me write platinum, palladium, whatever catalyst and H2 gas. What happens? I am taking one molecule of H2 gas. So this has to remove one double bond, because I said carbon should have 4 bonds. Therefore, one hydrogen already there, and one bond is removed and one hydrogen is going to be there, and now 2 hydrogens will be added to the 2 carbons to become an alkene, right? But if you take one more molecule of H2 in the presence of platinum, palladium, again this will become an alkane. Okay, that means alkyne consumes 2 molecules of H2 to form alkane, right? Here, if I take one example I am giving to you, propine, then what would be my product? See, again H I wrote forgotly, please don't write. This one, on reaction in the presence of nickel catalyst, 2 molecules of H2 directly have given. Then what would be your product? Tell me. So what your product will be directly removing these 2 double bonds and write saturated single bond. See here, this will become CH2 and this will become CH3. You have to just concentrate that if 2 molecules of hydrogen is given, 2 hydrogens will be given to one alkyne carbon and 2 hydrogens should be given to this alkyne carbon. So 2 alkyne carbons will give 2 hydrogens equally to become a saturated, or remove one double bond by giving one hydrogen to one hydrogen molecule. Therefore, 2 double bonds are removed and 2 hydrogen molecules have been added. Then next reaction is addition of halogen. See, in this only I am writing. So addition of, so in short again I am writing addition of halogens. What is the formula of halogen? I told that halogen means it is not single, it is X2 I should write, right? They won't be appear in the single form, right? So let me write CH3 again, a propine, then reacts with bromine. See, may I write bromine like this? Yes, Br won't exist. Bromine must be Br2, or else Br I have to write because they are singly bonded, right? Then what is going to be formed? Again, I will get removal of one double bond. One bromine is added here. Still 2 double bonds are there. One hydrogen here, one bromine here. So, bromines are on adjacent carbons. Therefore, I call as vicinal dibromides. Right? Adjacent carbons I call as vicinal dibromide formation. Right? This one still reaction with one more molecule of bromine. What it will be forming? Removal of that double bond. Finally, will leads you all 4 bromine atoms just like hydrogens, and you will get finally a saturated hydrocarbon, tetrabromo. 4 bromines, no? Tetrabromopropane. 1122. What is the name of this one? 1122 tetrabromopropane. Okay. Then addition of hydrogen halide. So third one, addition of, may I write hydrogen halide as HX instead of writing hydrogen halide? In notes I will give you separately full hydrogen halide. No. Again let me take the same example, right? So let me write here, this one here, okay, CH3, C triple bond CH plus, what is hydrogen halide? May I take HCl, HBr, HI, whatever, all are same, HBr. Then this will give you what? This gives you See here, H can be added on to the one carbon and bromine can be added on to the other carbon, right? So I will get here CH3. So again Markovnikov rule you can remember. What is that? Because this is unsymmetrical alkene, negative part of the adenum should be added on to the carbon atom containing less number of hydrogens, right? So here is my bromine attaching, then double bonded it will become, and it will become CH2, right? Now will it stop here? No. Again an NHBr will react it. Again what is the product you will get? See here, again negative charged attack onto the carbon atom having less number of hydrogens, right? So CH3, C, Br, and here also Br, and here C, and here all the three Hs, right? See, now 2 Brs, no madam, 3D crowding, more crowding, no. Our rule says rule only. Negative part should be added on to the carbon atom, olefinic carbon atom having less number of hydrogens. So in between these unsaturated carbons, this is having less number of hydrogens. Whereas here, less number of hydrogens of, this is also unsaturated, no. Therefore same Markovnikov rule follows, right? Then coming to the addition of water. Water means H2O. So let me write H and OH separately, or else water also you can write. So this one in the presence of Hg plus 2 in the acid medium, little heating will produce you. See here again H is added to one and OH added to the other one. Same, just like heterolytic cleavage, this double bond will be taken, abstract this proton. For example, if it abstract the proton, it becomes CH2 and the negative charge will attack onto this carbon, right? So let me write one side H, one side OH, and double bond is as it is, and carbon, one H already is there and one more H. Okay, then this is called enol. Please make a note, enol. This compound is called en because of having double bond, and all OH, all because of having OH group. OH group means all we will write. And if both are onto the same carbon, say this carbon is only having double bond, this carbon is only having OH. Therefore, I call it to be enol. So, enol will undergo isomerization because it is unstable. It want to stabilize by isomerizing. Isomerizing means same molecular formula but having different structure, right? For example, if it donates electrons to this, it forms C double bond O. May I write H here as it is for your sake? And one double bond is being moved and carbon gets negative charge, right? So this proton is going to be given its electrons to oxygen because oxygen gain positive charge. No, it give off electrons to it, and this proton go and attack over here. Look at this. This double bonded arrow indicates just isomerism or resonance we say, no. See the double bonded O and C, and now all hydrogens I will write like this. So this keto, this alcohol is converting into keto group. Therefore, this is also called as keto-enol tautomerism. This is called as keto-enol tautomerism. Don't worry the word, just famous we used to tag. Just isomerism also you can remember. Enol on isomerization will form ketone, right? Ketone group. What is the name of this compound? You have to understand. First carbon, number 1 will be given to this and number 2 will be given to this ethane all, right? Sorry, this is aldehyde actually. It's okay. Aldehyde, no? No, aldehyde. But having carbonyl group, carbonyl compound, I call it to be carbonyl compound, right? Though it is not ketone, but it is an aldehyde, but having the carbonyl group, therefore I call it to be keto-enol tautomerism. Any reactant if you take, see, for example here is CH3, then it will be ketone, right? Don't worry about whether this is aldehyde. No, madam told that ketone. No, I am concentrating on carbonyl compound. It is a carbonyl compound. This tautomerism is forming because in all is less stable, and it tautomerizes to form this. This is more stable. Okay. Therefore, this reaction is keto-enol tautomerism we call. And the last reaction, which already we have repeated, is polymerization. Polymerization. What is polymerization? Forming a polymer, right? See, in this two alkenes we have learnt only one. See, linear polymerization is possible and cyclic polymerization is possible in this alkynes. That's it. It is exactly similar to that of alkenes. What is that? For example, if I take ethine, n number of ethine molecules, right? This is my ethine. Sorry, I should write this n as here, right? N number. For example, 1000 number I will take, and this will be first converting into double bonded compounds. How they have been formed double bonded compounds? You should know. CH, CH, single bond, CH and CH. Like this, n number it is formed. I told you already, this double bond will attack onto the other and attack onto the other. I showed you the mechanism last time. Then this n number convert back into my alkyne group, that is CH. Okay, so this is going to be formed. This is called linear polymerization. Still in polymer, this is your polymer, and still in polymer you have double bonds, right? They may combine and form monomer like a polymerized compound. I mean, no saturated polymer may form, but ethine, when it is reacted, it is going to be formed a polyethine. What is this polymer name? Polyethine. The name it carries from the monomer, right? Similarly, cyclic polymerization is the other one. Cyclic means cyclic system is going to be formed during polymerization. For example, same ethine molecule I am taking here, but just for your sake we are representing like this. Here CH, CH, 3 molecule I am taking, like how it is going to be formed a cyclic system. It is in the red hot iron and in the presence of 873 Kelvin. I said no, polymerization takes place at high temperature pressure in the presence of catalyst. See here, you are getting the benzene, right? C6H6. How it is going to be formed? See here, this double bond with this and this double bond forming a single bond with this. See, as this carbon losing its taking its electron and this carbon losing electrons, but still no positive charge. Why? Because it is taking electrons from this, isn't it? This carbon losing electron as it is giving electron. See, electrolytic cleavage I kept, but still it is not getting a positive charge. Why? It is taking electron from this carbon. Therefore, you have to imagine that this pi bond is removed and a sigma bond formed. Let me write direct what I have written here. Here C double bond C, a double bond. No, it should be a single bond C and a single bond C and double bond C, single bond C, whereas double bond C. Look at, see here, it has removed a double bond or a single bond, therefore left over two, and here is single bond, therefore here is single bond. It is having double bond, therefore double bond. Here newly formed only single bond, therefore a single bond, double bond alternating, and hydrogens are as it is, right? Hydrogens are as it is, I am writing without anything disturbance. And this is your actual structure of benzene, which we will write like this. Instead of showing this bonds and atoms, we will represent benzene like this. Okay. So now again this reaction we will repeat in aromatic hydrocarbons. Preparation of benzene. It's the best method in preparation of benzene, right? So same reaction which repeats in the preparation. Here is reactions of alkyne. There we will learn preparations of aromatic hydrocarbon. Okay, so these are the addition and acidic character of alkyne.